Hello, everyone. I want to ask you a question as we start here. If I asked you who's the most macho man you know or have ever seen, who would you say? I'll give you 2 seconds. No, you're wrong. Oh, you're wrong. It happens to be Democrat, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker. Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh, how could you not know that? Okay, I'll tell you why. I want to take you back, and there's a reason for this. There's a method to my madness, as one might say. I want to take you back to Seth Meyers' show, late night NBC, while Donald Trump was president the first time. This is July of 2019. And Cory Booker, Democrat from New Jersey, who at the time was running in the Democrat primaries to be president, didn't work out so good for him. I think next to Kamala, he did maybe the worst of anybody. He didn't do good at all. Anyway, so he's talking about, oh, man, I made this campaign stop in Iowa, and this former college football player, former tight end, I think he said from Stanford University, puts his arm around me and says, dude, I'm right, want to get this right. Now, dude, I want you to punch Donald Trump in the face. And why would you tell a story like that? Unless there's something wrong with you. Really. The guy, Donald Trump's president. First of all, why would you, any politician or any person, why would you say someone wanted me to punch this person everybody knows in the face? Happens to be the president. He wasn't finished. He said, so instead of saying, I ignored him and I walked away and I told security to talk to this guy. No. He fires back at him also with, dude, that's a felony. Okay, and they I'm just looking to see if they laughed here. Dude, that's a felony. And they laugh. And then he says, Cory Booker says to Seth Meyers, Donald Trump is a guy, you understand, he hurts you. And my testosterone sometimes makes me want to feel like punching him. Again, I'll ask the question, how out of your mind do you have to be to say that? Why would you say that about the president of the United States? You feel like you're a senator. I don't care who you are, and I don't care who you're talking about. You're telling the world that your testosterone, macho man, makes you feel like punching someone, and you name him, and he's the president of the United States? Now, you think at that point he might have had a revelation and said to himself, uh-oh, that was dumb to say. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to, but I would never do it. It's crazy. Let's move on, blah, 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 blah. No. Mr. Macho decides to add this. Are you ready for this? Okay. Which would be bad for this elderly, out-of-shape man that he is. If I did that. And he laughs and he laughs. So not only do my testosterone, because I'm so macho, makes me feel like I want to punch Donald Trump, but oh boy, if I did, it would be bad for him. That elderly, out of shape man. Do I need to ask the question again? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Now, first of all, let's also point out, if we can here. Oh, yeah, and he called him he said, this physically weak specimen. That's what he said about him. Then he says, but that's Trump's tactics. You don't beat a bully like him fighting him on his tactics. Really? That's Trump's tactics, to punch people? Who did Trump punch? What did I miss back in 2000, up to 2019 and beyond? Who did he punch? What the hell is he talking about? So understand, Cory Booker is 23 years younger than Donald Trump. So when he brags about how his testosterone, again, macho, makes him want to punch Trump, and that, oh, if I did, that would be bad for that out-of-shape old guy. Ho, 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 ho. You're 23 years younger than Donald Trump. What would anybody expect? What the hell is wrong with you, Cory Booker? Now, so that's all bad enough. That's all bad enough. Was he investigated for this? Not as far as I know. Has he been investigated, recently for it, under the new administration? I'll get to that in a minute. But the reason I'm doing this now, and I played the actual sound clips from Seth Meyers' show of Cory Booker saying all this from the time it happened when I was doing a show back then and subsequently on other shows that I've done since 2019. I've played it. I don't have the capability to do it right now, but I read you what he said. Okay, so what struck my nerve to make me want to readdress this? A couple of things. One, I'm watching CNN on Sunday, State of the Union with Dana Bash, God help us, and she has Cory Booker. And you think she'd ask him about this? Of course not. Nobody ever asked him about it. Of course not. I'm sure she would let any Republican who said that he wanted to punch Joe Biden, I'm sure when she interviewed him over the years, she never would have mentioned that either. Okay, so she introduced him as Democratic senator from New Jersey, but also he apparently is now the chairman of the Senate Democrat Strategic Communications Committee. He's in charge of a committee that gets the message out for Democrats. The Democrats picked a guy who, during Trump's first term, went on national television and said, my testosterone makes me want to punch Donald Trump. He's now in charge of strategic communications for the Democrats. So when you hear the Democrats don't get it, they just don't get it, they really just don't get it on every level. Now it's up to Republicans and conservatives and conservative media to say what I'm saying, to point out what Cory Booker once said. Now, what else piqued my interest in this? I've read reports on X, online, a few conservative radio stations. They have their stories if you Google it, but nothing, no official announcement that I could find that Chuck Schumer, who was minority leader of the Senate back in 2020, when he said in March of 2020, he, in my view, from what he said, he threatened two Supreme Court justices, Brett Kavanaugh and Neil Gorsuch. He called them Gorsuch. This was in anticipation of a decision on abortion. And he threatened that if they didn't vote the right way, he said to them, you won't know what hit you. This was at a rally. You won't know what hit you. Now, he later said he wasn't threatening them. It was a poor choice of words. What else could that mean? These aren't people who you could run a campaign against and get them unelected, or run someone against them. They don't get elected. They don't run for re-election. So what does it mean you won't know what hit you if it's not a physical threat? So the reports that are out there, the rumors that are out there, if you will, unless I'm missing an official announcement, and I hope I am, is that Schumer's being investigated for those remarks. Okay, the alleged threat to two Supreme Court justices. Now, after those remarks were made, not right after, but after, Kavanaugh faced an assassination attempt. Let's not forget that. I'm not saying you're directly responsible, but I'm not saying I don't know what was responsible for it. Okay. So I don't know if Schumer is facing investigation over those remarks under this administration, but he should. And so should Cory Booker. So should Cory Booker, who just kept digging deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh, a guy told me to punch him in the face. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, I want to punch him in the face sometimes. I'm so macho. My testosterone, wow. And if I did, that would be bad for that old guy. He's an old, out of shape guy. If I punched him, oh boy. I mean, step 1, step 2, step 3. 6 seconds sicker. So I say investigate them both. Now, Joe Biden also in 2016 said he wishes he went back in high school. He would take Trump behind the gym, okay? And then in 2018, when Trump was president, Joe Biden said he wished he could beat the hell out of Donald Trump. Again, with the gym and behind the gym or whatever, I don't know when, but he said those words about a sitting president. Whether or not he wanted to do it back then when he was there in high school or whatever, I don't know. But still, you don't say that. But you don't have to investigate Biden. That's over. Okay? And there's other people who have talked about punching Trump and doing other things. But these two are elected officials. Maxine Waters getting their face about Trump cabinet members the first time around. We all remember that. But I want to see what happens here. If the Schumer story is legit and if they could tack on Cory Booker. How are they going to know about it? No, have you ever heard anybody talk about it, really? Maybe you've heard me talk about it because I have. But really, has anybody brought it up? Folks, I ask you to share this video. Post it, tweet it out, put it on Facebook, put it all over the place, Instagram. If you got forums that websites, put it on it and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay? Just subscribe to the channel as well. This is something that really needs addressing. Oh, it'd be so bad for that. Oh, Mr. Macho, hey, if I punch Donald Trump in the face, that would be bad for that old out of shape guy. What's that? Yeah, I'm 23 years old, younger than him. What an idiot. What an idiot. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. By the way, I know how to spell Eagles, unlike a certain mayor of a certain city called Philadelphia. But she handled herself well at the pressers for the horrific plane crash in Philadelphia, so she made up for it. But anyway, it's inexcusable. You can't spell Eagles if your football team is Eagles and you're holding a press conference to talk about the Eagles. Anyway, they demolished the Kansas City Chiefs in every aspect of the game. Congratulations to them. Folks, again, subscribe to this channel. Spread this link around. Maybe the right people will get wind and do the right thing. So until next time, stay safe.